Welcome to an NHL Hockey News Report, and here is your morning headlines from Spectre's Hockey to talk about it. And today we're talking about different players that could be traded, or teams have to sign people, that they have to get rid of someone that has a big contract. For example, just like David Krejci, he could be a guy that, and it's not a guy, he isn't partial no trade clause. So at July 1st, so it'll be easier to trade him, but it's gonna be a player that would be a very attractive to people that would want him because of what a great season he had this year. After having a couple of different disappointing seasons in the previous years, having a great season up to the final. And the final, he didn't really produce as much, but what a fantastic season he had with the Bruins, and really shown it all there. So it's big there, and looking at different team, they're gonna they might trade away Krejci, not just for, I want to trade away for nothing, There's a reason here, because McAvoy, Brendan Carlo, Danton Heinen, they're coming off the entry-level contracts, and they're not going to want to keep at the entry-level contract, especially McAvoy. He's going to have a big raise, especially Carlo, and a little of Danton Heinen will have a raise also. So all these guys will have some sort of raise, different levels, but each one, and I think McAvoy's going to have the biggest one, and then Carlo, and then Danton Heinen, but still, those are big ones. And then even getting rid of David Backes will help, but not all the way, because if they buy him out, they won't actually get all of it. All the contract taken away, since they have to pay the buyout price for it for only 1% off. So looking at that, So see what happens there. The whole thing with Zaitsev going to the Oilers, it looks like that's probably not going to happen. A lot talking about Zaitsev, what teams he's going to go to, because that Toronto's getting rid of him. And basically for anything, it looks, it looks really real that Lucci can go to Vancouver for Louis Eriksson here. And then package like Zaitsev and Kapanen or Johansson going to Edmonton for Lawson. I think that would be kind of weird for Lawson, Like, why would you want Adam Lawson? Maybe he'll play better there? Yeah, maybe he will, but, literally, I don't know. Why would you want to give up Kapanen for Lawson? Literally, I don't know. I would want more from the Oilers, a lot more. Because Kapanen's a fantastic player. I would want a lot more from the Oilers for that, so I feel like that's not even going to happen to myself, to feel like that. So it looks like Carl Hagelin has signed his $2 million contract with the Capitals, and this shows that there's a couple RFAs and 2 UFAs. So a couple RFAs is Andrei Burakovsky, Jakob Vrana, and Brett Colony. Those guys sound like they would probably sign. Maybe try to get rid of Burakovsky. It doesn't say it in here, but He's always been in there because he has never produced like he always should be. Of what he expected to be. And then Devontae Smith-Pelly and Brooks Orpik look like most likely they're out of town. Because, Smith-Pelly not really doing well. Then he got waived and got all mad at Capitals. Like, what are you doing? After having an incredible playoff season in 2018 to bring the Caps to the Stanley Cup, he would have been one of those players, to put in the conversation back then, because he was so good for them. Even though he was on that fourth line now, he just played so many key minutes and really scored goals for them. So, we'll see if someone picks him up this year and signs him. We'll see. And Brooks Orpik is getting older, so I don't see that happening either. Moving on here to basically Chuck Fletcher needs to find a backup goalie next year, because they have all of them are UFAs. They have a step, Carter Hart, he's already signed for 2 more years. Basically that they're gonna see if they can sign one. Maybe they sign Elliott, maybe they sign Talbot, one of them, maybe they come back. Maybe they sign a whole totally new contract to a new team, to a new player for a backup goalie. I don't know, but we'll see what happens. They even say Reimer or Sparks. I don't feel like Sparks because I think Hart needs a guy that can mentor him, not a guy that, well, Hart has a mental Sparks. I don't, what I mean? That's what's going to happen. It'd be like, wait a sec, we're both young kids. Why are we mentoring each other? Be like, wait, Sparks is older, so he's mentoring me, but he hasn't done anything. You know what I mean? Reimer would be a better idea, but definitely not Sparks. That would be a bad idea because, what happens if Hart goes through his little, ups and downs? He's only 20. You know what I mean? He's not, he's only 20. Usually goaltenders get really good around 23, 24, 25. It's like, then they start to get on. But, you know what I mean? You got to really help out Hart, maybe an older guy, to really help him out. You know what I mean? And yes, Ben Harper looks like, they might put Ben Harper on the trade block here for the Ottawa Senators. He's a very good, hardy defenseman and a guy that no one really talks about. That if someone picks him up, he might have a really good season with a team. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens there. Even Mikhail Barker could have something traded for him, even though he's up at the end of the year with RFA rights. But he's a great goal scorer too on the left wing there. But also, some other restricted free agents like Cody Ceci, Conway, and Anthony Duclair just got signed, so he's off that block now. So we'll see what happens there, right? So thank you for watching this NHL Hockey News Report. Thank you for watching the morning headlines here with your coffee, right? So see you next video. This NHL Hockey News Report. Next video I will be doing is basically what team will trade away the draft pick at the draft. The first round draft pick at the draft. So please watch out for that video pretty soon. So like and subscribe so you don't miss that video today. See you next video. Bye.